Yeah.
So
give me some.
Minimum entry 10 bananas, so it's like $3, and it's a billion mog is like, I don't know, $2,000 worth of mog, give or take. So it's a 24-hour raffle. Let me see. There's not like a ton of entrants in it. There, like,
it's interesting. It's interesting how that works, man.
Yeah, 1,250 banana committed so far, non-refundable. Whatever you put in, you don't get back. But like, I don't want to say odds are decent, but like, yeah, odds are decent. We had the guy. What did we just had a really sweet looking baby Kong we did, and a guy who put in 11 banana won it. So I don't know.
Yeah, you would think that there would, like, since we live in such a ARB heavy, like, math crunching like world, you would think that, like, when I worked at VFriends, they did a lot of these eruptions where I'm assuming the arbitrage on a lot of these things were like a home run. So like it kind of seems interesting, like the whole 2,000 mog, a billion mog or whatever, and the chances of winning would probably be pretty good. So interesting.
Yeah, it's like to me, I'm like, if you're just sitting on a stack of banana, like you know, throw some into the raffle.
So is it? Oh, is this Mudang?
That's Mudang. Yep.
See, that's what I would expect it to be, right?
Yeah. Wait, what was the one you said didn't do that, or was
Goat?
Oh, okay. We had a little conversation about this in a group chat I was in. It was really so. People were suggesting to others in this group that had Mudang sell the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who has a big old bag, a guy who was on track to make $1 million off this. If this token hit, I'm trying to think the number, like 700 mil market cap, he's made $1 million off it. And he's like, no, I don't think this is a sell the news event. Goat was, because Goat was already at all-time high or damn near it when the Binance news broke. And so Goat ended up being a sell the news event, right? Binance listing was right around here, and then price comes down.
Yeah.
But Mudang, on the other hand, has been bleeding out for a while. It was
almost like it was the bottom almost a little bit.
Exactly. And he's like, no, this is the one that brings the people back to it. And I like the thought. To me, that makes a lot of sense.
That does make sense. I like that thought too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are we back up?
Yeah, we're back up. Yeah, now, and because we're streaming the old way, you can actually you're not gonna get the overlays there, but you can see the comments, which is great.
I still believe in Goat.
Oh, I still believe. Fucking time. By the way, there was a little Goat news today. I'll put that up as we're getting the quiz ready.
So what quiz do you want to do? Am I the victim of negative parenting or the toxic family test?
You pick. I think this is dealer's choice.
Okay, I'm going to pick, am I the victim of negative parenting? Because they're all three loaded up.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'll mention here too, the Truth Terminal account faced a DDoS attack today. So just getting spammed by bots following it, I'm sure, and spamming messages and liking it, which triggers like an account suspension. And I don't know if it did end up getting suspended or not. I think they made it private for a while, but people do this on Fantasy Top to fuck with people who are performing well. They try to get the account like blocked, banned, limited, whatever. And so yeah, somebody hit Truth Terminal with that. I'll also tell you guys, I was in the trenches last night following along another AI meme coin. There was this rumor that Sam Altman, whatever the dude's name is, was launching a crypto under an alt account of his. And so there's this GPT-2 token and another token called Strawberry that were pumping like fucking crazy last night. And it ended up not being real. I think it was a Sahil rug, as in he paid an influencer account to shill it like that. And there was a certain time, like in an hour, we're going to announce something. And that hour comes and it's nothing. In fact, the account ends up saying, you guys really think Sam would back a token? You fucking dummies. And token just tanks. But, dude, so fucking fun in the trenches. It really is. So,
is Sahil a serial rugger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, big time. He's a master.
How has he not gotten caught up yet?
Yeah, I think he will at some point, right? I think at some point, because I don't know. I don't think at some point, I think it doesn't matter where you live. You know what I mean? At some point, either if a government doesn't get him or enforcement agency, someone IRL is going to get you. I think. So, ain't going to be good for him.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Ready.
Let's do it.
All right, let's run through these quick, okay? So this is negative parenting. Am I a victim of negative parenting? So, Hudah, we'll go you first, then we'll go AOC, okay?
Okay.
Number one, your parents always compared you with others. Agree or disagree?
I think disagree.
Okay.
Disagree.
Both you disagree?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Disagree. Okay, next. Okay, sorry, this is being weird now. So let's see if this is okay. Okay, you said disagree. Okay.
I'm gonna be a force ghost for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's cool.
What was your answer, Joe?
Disagree. They never really did that with me. Sorry, it's being a little bit funky, so I just have to get us on track, and then I should be good. Okay. Okay. So I'm disagreeing as well. Next question. Your parents never fulfilled any of your demands. Agree or disagree?
Agree. I don't think I had demands, but yeah, agree.
Never fulfilled. They never fulfilled any of your demands. Agree.
What would a demand be?
Like, hey, demand's a little harsh. I think of it like they didn't fulfill any of your requests.
Okay.
I toned it down.
Jesus, this fucking quiz is being a bitch, guys.
This is awful, Joe.
All right, we're gonna do the toxic. We're gonna do a different one. We're gonna do the toxic one just because it's better.
Did we pass?
Yeah, you both are victims. All right, hold on. Let me get you guys set up here. Bang. 3. Bang. Okay. All right. This is toxic family. And we're starting. When I was growing up, my caregivers seemed miserable, disgusted, or aggressive towards each other and with others in my family environment. I never experienced this. I experienced this, but rarely. I experienced this a few times. I experienced this somewhat frequently. I experienced this very frequently.
Dude, could you say it one more time? I was busy looking at the face sitting.
Yeah. My parents seemed miserable, disgusted, or aggressive towards each other and with others in my family environment.
Yes, dude. Strongly.
Very frequently then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with the same. We had the same parents. So.
This will be interesting if we've got like a different outlook on something though.
Yeah. That
Joe?
one I think we're.
How about you?
This one's being weird. I'm gonna have to. It's being weird. Hudah, this is gonna be you.
Are you trolling us?
No, we're just doing you because it's being weird. So, Hudah, I or other family members were ridiculed, made fun of, or humiliated when they were vulnerable and in need of empathy, guidance, or support. I never experienced this. I experienced this, but rarely, a few times, somewhat frequently, very frequently.
Does it matter who humiliated by or whatever, just in general?
I or other family members were ridiculed when they were needed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say. I'm
probably
assuming
mid tier, whatever that answer would be. Middle of the road.
Experiences a few times or somewhat frequently.
Maybe somewhat frequent. Henry, what do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember being humiliated ever. But I feel like our older brother was.
Was he?
Well, maybe not like, hey, pull your pants down in front of the crowd, but like, hey, we're going on a vacation and you're going to sit in the attic and write sentences for 3 days.
And there's a second part of this. I or other family members were ridiculed, made fun of, or humiliated when they were vulnerable and in need of empathy, guidance, or support. So I think that's important. Like when someone was needing something, were they ridiculed?
Yeah, I think just middle, whatever is a middle kind of option.
Few times or somewhat frequently?
Few times. We'll say few times, I guess.
Okay. I witnessed, quote unquote, I saw it happening. Or experienced it happen to me. Children being physically, emotionally, or sexually abused. Never, rarely, few times, somewhat, very frequently.
I think frequently, but also it depends. Like, was that by family or it just doesn't matter?
I witnessed or experienced children being physically, emotionally, or sexually abused. And then there's an EG, psychological hitting, sexually off behavior, exploitation, contempt, blah, 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 blah.
All the above except I think sexually.
Okay. Somewhat, somewhat,
frequent.
very, or few.
Like a lot, whatever's the most. Yeah.
Henry, is this basically the same as you because you guys kind of grew up in the same house? Is this?
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
fair answer.
I saw it happening or experienced it happen to me. Caregivers ignoring or avoiding problems in their lives or in their lives of their children, which resulted in making problems worse. Same things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one?
Whatever the higher one, probably.
I witnessed or experienced emotional neglect, lack of daily connection, sense of isolation, raising oneself, not being a priority to adults, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I think the same.
This is brutal. I witnessed or experienced unrealistic expectations on children. Children raising children, children being expected to perform as an adult at an early age, children's needs being viewed as trivial, being self-sufficient.
Yeah, that's maybe on the lower. It's middle, like whatever's that middle option.
A few times or rarely?
I'd say a few times, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Henry?
I would have gone on the high end.
Oh, yeah. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, we'll take whatever is going on with Hudah and then add a more extreme version for you. I witnessed or experienced children being more responsible or emotionally dependable than caregivers. Children forced to act as parents.
Yeah, I would also say the middle one.
A few times or somewhat frequently.
Oh, is it only two choices?
No, but you said in the middle, so I'm giving you rarely, a few times, or somewhat frequently.
I'll do somewhat frequent.
Henry, you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I've witnessed or experienced instability in their relationships of caregivers. Never to very frequently.
Very frequently.
Very frequently. Okay. Witnessed instability. Okay.
By the way, look how fucking cool this is. This is a statue revealed or unveiled in Denmark, I believe it is, of Satoshi Nakamoto. How fucking cool is this?
That's cool. I witnessed or experienced chaos or drama created by caregivers in my environment.
Frequently.
Very or somewhat?
Very.
Henry, you agree?
What was the question again? I was looking at the video.
Witnessed or experienced chaos or drama created by the caregivers.
The high end.
Yeah, okay, you got that. I witnessed or experienced harsh, critical, and disrespectful communication from family members or caregivers.
Also same, yeah.
Very frequently?
Very, yeah.
I witnessed or experienced children being made to feel like burdens.
Very frequent.
Henry, you agree?
No, but like I would feel like.
Okay, this is balancing the other extreme one out for Henry, so this is good. I witnessed or experienced caregivers denying accountability for their role in abusive dynamics or issues.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Yeah, whatever's the top one again. That's funny.
I witnessed or experienced my caregivers responding poorly or inappropriate to crises or difficult events.
Same, very frequent. That I'll tell you this, it's really that last one was so funny. I saw my mom over the summer, and it's been the first time in years, and we were talking, and she mentioned how she won't watch the show. She won't watch any of my content, anything, because of the words I use, like I swear and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I didn't raise you that way.
Oh,
and
God.
I was trying to explain, I'm like, well, I mean, how I turn out, a lot of that has to do with how I'm raised, and it just doesn't click. And that's a similar theme.
You're like, actually, you kind of did.
I'm like, we swore a lot when we were kids. Maybe you just didn't know. She's like, well, that's not how I raised you.
I witnessed or experienced caregivers who believed that the world was conspiring against them. Did your parents think that they were getting conspired against by the world?
That's tricky. I'm not sure, but
Henry?
maybe to be safe, middle of the road on that one.
Hey, it's weird. If you take like the Jewish side, yes. If you
the
take
religious
like
thing kind of ties in, right?
Yeah.
A few times or rarely?
Probably a few, right?
What's one over a few?
Somewhat frequently.
I would go there.
Let's go.
Everybody watching, you're welcome to throw answers in here too, if we can try to like rate you.
I witnessed or experienced caregivers engaging in substance abuse, off sexual behavior, or poor personal boundaries with other adults.
Never.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. I witnessed or experienced caregivers being self-involved, exploitative, or narcissistic.
The most frequent possible, off the charts, probably.
I witnessed or experienced caregivers manipulating or denying reality to serve their own needs.
Same, very high.
Witnessed engaging in betrayal of their children by siding with perpetrators. That's rough. That's rough.
Imagine if either one of them was listening to this.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. I would like just automatically like say yes and a lot, but I can't think of examples. But like that would be their nature.
Let's do somewhat frequently. It's kind of like when I was watching documentaries of like kids getting abused by their like pastors and stuff like that, and then the parents were like, "No, you're so full of it."
Yeah.
I witnessed or experienced marked differences in how certain family members were treated. Scapegoats, golden child, frequently.
Yeah, frequent. Top one.
God, this is a lot. I witnessed or experienced parents or siblings freely sharing information that was betraying confidence or emotional safety.
Henry, you got a thought on that one?
I can't think of any time. Yeah.
Rarely or never?
Probably like never. But
yeah.
Good job, parents. Okay, you guys, are you ready?
I think we're ready.
Okay, here we go. I would just say that whatever you guys scored, I would be the complete opposite on
No
it.
shit, huh?
Yeah. Okay. My parents were pretty cool. Oh God, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's a scale from 0 to 100, and also severe from 1 to 5 on how toxic it is. So you scored 84 out of 100, and it's number 4 on the toxic level, which is severe toxicity. So
that checks.
Do you want recommendations? Therapy for childhood trauma and additional support as group therapy or support groups. Explore resources and setting boundaries with family system or origin for improved mental health, autonomy, self-protection, and empowerment. Seek guidance on creating distance or going no contact is warranted. You're not alone, guys. Ready for more?
Just do psychedelics.
Wow. Yeah, I don't. My parents were pretty good. So
they sound cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
How would you scored? What do you think if you were to guess where like a number?
I probably would be. I'm trying to think of some of the questions. God, I might have like rarely a few times, but mostly never. So honestly, I think I would be like a 1 or a 2. I mean, honestly, I did have some sorts of issues. Like my parents did have an issue at one point where they almost kind of separated, which was kind of brutal. But they never really like brought that into the house. You know what I mean? Like when it was something that happened, that was a bad thing. It was like highlighted in my memory, and it was like one time. So I would probably say that it would be like a 1 or a 2.
Dude, yeah, they sound like good parents.
Yeah, they were pretty awesome. I mean, unfortunately, they fucking had to deal with a bunch of crazy shit, like medical, like they both passed away in like horrible.
I didn't know that, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah, your dad was somewhat recent.
Yeah, well, my dad.
Oh, dude, yeah, I remember. You had to, yeah.
My dad had dementia. My dad had dementia, and that's why I like go to the gym and like do saunas and stuff like that, because it's supposed to be like good for dementia outlooks going forward. And then my mom died when I was in my 20s because she had cancer.
Oh, you were young.
Yeah, I mean, you say 20s, it's like, you know, you're obviously an adult, but like
no, like my youngest, my oldest is 18. She's only a couple of years off from that.
Yeah, I mean, anytime someone dies, it's not fun. So, yeah, it wasn't cool, and it definitely like affected, you know, me and my family. But
especially if they were cool people, right? Like,
yeah.
Like I feel like if our parents died, it would be sad because like it just is. But
you'd somewhat be happy.
I guess the fact that I could even put a but there means like there's something with each that you could be, you know, and like luckily our mom doesn't watch this show. And neither does our dad. But it would be sad. It'd be sad. But probably not. I don't want to say life changing. I don't think it'd be life changing.
Let me say this. As horrible as you guys did on that test, and it was horrible, as bad as I felt hitting frequently happening to you over and over and over and over on every single one of those questions.
You're like, it explains a lot.
What was I trying to say anyway? No, I would say that you both have turned out to be great friends and good people, and so They did something right, or you guys did something right within that chaos that turned out really great. So I would say that about you.
You know what, dude?
You're right, Joe.
I think that it's very easy. We talk about this a lot. Like if we're on a call, you know, we'll talk about our past a little bit. And I think it's easy. I see with my own kids, and like we all have kids. So like it's easy to look back and be like, well, you fucked up. Because I know there's things my kids will look back and be like, you fucked up. But I think the difference is you probably had those moments too, Joe, where you're like, you fucked up. Like that part wasn't awesome. But because the overwhelming majority of interactions and tools they gave you were obviously so much greater than those few times, like you lean heavily towards like, no, they were good people. And being a parent, you know, there's always going to be shit you do that's going to be second guessed or looked at differently by your kids. Whereas like with our parents, it was like all of that, like, you fucked up here, 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 and here. You didn't really do a ton for us. You didn't really do a ton. You made things significantly harder. And as adults, you've actually just continued that. You didn't make it any easier. You didn't make amends on things. You didn't have any admissions of any of that stuff, which like I hear my wife talk to our girls and apologize for things they did. Never heard any of that.
Yeah, that's funny.
And that to me is like, I feel like intelligent children that are parents themselves can look back and be like, no, I can give you some grace on that because like, I get it. I'm a parent now. I get there's some hard shit, but when you like fail at almost every part of it, you know, and I was the youngest, so I had it the easiest, like no doubt. Hudah and Tickles had it way tougher. Now, the other side of it is like, I moved out of our house 3 months after I turned 16 because like I couldn't live there anymore. Like it was like I needed to move on and like start a life because it wasn't awesome. So,
I will say this, you know, thinking back on life, being alive just in general is a big win. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many times growing up where I'm just like, holy fuck, I can't believe I've navigated through whatever I needed to navigate through to be here now. And it petrifies me that my children have to do that. Like that, I'm like, Jesus, it's got to be hard to make it through all of this sort of stuff. I can only imagine what's going to happen with them. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, like one of the things that we have to realize is that like everyone's an adult. You would hope that your parents nurture you, because I would also say it's really noticeable now, the fucking shit that you have to deal with now as a person has totally been affected by some of the shitty stuff that's happened in the past. Like, you know, when they say like you marry your mom or whatever they say, or like, or just like whatever your vision of what you grew up with is love, you find that in your own life as an adult. I do think that there's truth in that. And so like, so it's kind of crazy that, you know, like as fucked up as parents can be, you know, it does affect the children, and it's up to the children to hopefully be able to take whatever they've given you or be strong enough to like forge your own way and not let that continue going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy that
and last thing, so sorry. The last thing is it also makes a lot of sense now why you love Trump. So it definitely makes sense now. So I appreciate that.
His fans
I
are like,
think it's time to move. I think it's time to move on anyway. Let's go.
It's funny. Last night, and I'm trying to remember because something you just said kind of played into this. We were talking. My wife and I were just talking like politics, like briefly, just like not substance, just like she was talking about her family and how upset they get about that kind of stuff. And so we were talking about that a little bit, and then we started talking about religion, and I said, so some Jewish people, I think I told you, showed up on my doorstep the other day, and I didn't know what. Did I tell you this?
No, that's just weird though.
Can I send you something in Discord, Hudah, that you can put on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, because like this colors the story very, very differently.
Knock. Hi, it's the Jewishes. What's going on with this?
No, I'm going to wait until you get this.
While you're doing, I'm going to throw a couple things on the screen real quick. Def Beef's mint over on Shape going back on sale on Monday, so heads up about that. Ape Chain NFTs are starting to really cook, like at 1.5 million in volume yesterday.
Has anyone? Are we experimenting on that at all, guys?
With Ape Chain? I want to say yes, people should. I think I'm just hearing more and more. Mo from Animoca hopped in the show this morning in the chat and was like, it was really cool hanging out and just talking how bullish he is on it. I'm bullish on Ape Chain stuff just because of what it is. Anyway, you don't have to bridge anymore. On Magic Eden, you can just buy them with ETH on Ethereum. They'll do the bridging and stuff for you, which is awesome. Nice. So just putting that on your radar, guys. I think you should probably get in Magic Eden and start looking around. The Curtis NFT collection looks really cool. That's finally, or I'm sorry, the Jimmy collection. Look at these real quick, and I'll pull that up, Henry. I think it's the first good derivative over there. I like it. Yeah.
So for Ape Chain, you can just go on Magic Eden and buy some of the stuff that they have on Ape Chain through the Magic Eden wallet with ETH.
I think that's exactly it.
Oh, that's great. That's good. That's good news.
I think it's going to cook. All right, let me find your link, Henry.
Speaking of politics, I did watch Les Friedman and Bernie Sanders, which I really liked listening to it. It kind of put me on base level again with my politics because it's gotten such a crazy. It's been getting so crazy lately that it was nice to just hear two dudes.
And I like Bernie
chilling and talking. It was nice.
Yep. So, can you zoom in on the top part there?
I'm trying.
Oh my God, they're so they're Hasidic, yeah.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
so my kids call me. I'm on my drive home, and my youngest is kind of freaking out because they won't stop ringing the doorbell and knocking on the door. I said, Jews are so fucking weird. There's a holiday. It's
your face.
It's Rosh Hashanah or something like that.
No, it's Sukkot. But I think what they were going around for is something else that's called like Torah Mishva or something. Anyway, like they're walking around with like a green sword and a fucking giant lemon, right?
Wow.
It's actually technically called I think the citron is the yellow thing, and the lulav.
Are you sure they weren't long lost relatives of yours that wanted to stop and live with you for a little while?
So they go around and they look for mezuzahs on people's doors. A mezuzah, do you know what that is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the side of the door frame, right? It's like a little thing.
I have a mezuzah on my door. And
Hudah, do you have a mezuzah? Just quick.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a mezuzah on there. So they must have spotted it. They pull up in a convertible. They come out. They're ringing the doorbell. They're knocking on the door. My youngest is calling me. She's like, Dad, they won't go away. I said, like, don't worry, they'll eventually go away. It's been minutes though. And she's like, no, they won't go away. They eventually go away. Okay. They get in their car. My wife pulls in. And so then now they got to start bugging her. And I'm like, oh God, the last thing she needs is some Hasidic Jews that now want her to fucking shake a green sword and hold their lemon. So
please hold my sword.
By the way, she's got no time for this shit. Like, she is the last person on earth to try this shit with. So they go away, and we're talking about it. And I asked the guy at the Jewish Community Center where I work out. I said, bro, what the fuck are they doing? I didn't know they go door to door, but like, why are they walking around with this stuff? He's like a 75-year-old retired librarian, very Jewish. And he's like
the only guy you talk to at the gym, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much. So he tells me, he's like, oh, they're going around with the citron and the lulav, and they want you to shake it. And I'm like, is this like a mitzvah? Is that what he's like? Yeah, they're doing this for mitzvahs. I'm like, okay, mitzvah is like a good deed. They're doing it for good deeds, score points, ascend on the leaderboard, whatever. And so he brings me the next day a pamphlet of all the Jewish holidays to know like all the little things about it. He hands it to me. I go home yesterday. I have it in my hand. And I was like, I'm reading this. And I said to him at the JCC, I said, do you ever read this? I was like, there's some wacky shit in here. Like for this one holiday, we cut the head off of a fish. And it's in remembrance for us to be at like the head of the class. And I'm like, what? I was like, who thought of this nonsensical shit? It is nonsensical. This dude has to walk around with these other two people to get people to shake a fucking green palm leaf or whatever and hold a giant lemon, right? Traditions. And so we're talking about this. And I just said, like, this shit is weird. The further you get out of religion, we grew up very religious, the weirder it all seems.
Yeah.
And I said to her, the thing is, I don't think you can ever underestimate how brainwashed people are. When you grow up with this stuff, it is so difficult to break free of it, to even consider seeing the other side. Once you get out of it, it's like a whirlpool. Once you get out of it, yeah.
I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought I'd run this by you. I was told that the Jewish religion encourages people to question the religion critically. Is that true?
Maybe. We grew up I say maybe because while we're Jewish by ethnicity, we were brought up with without celebrating like the cool Christian holidays like Christmas and Easter, and instead we celebrated all the Jewish holidays, which none of them were fun. Like, hey, have some fucking parsley and salt water and some horseradish.
Yeah.
Happy fucking holiday. The further you get out of it, though, my point was the weirder it seems, and it is brainwashing at a level that is somehow acceptable. I don't know if we would accept it with like all kinds of other stuff, but it is, dude, it's a miracle that we broke out of that. Fine if you believe in religion, by the way, totally good. If you believe in it, awesome. Why you got to go door to door getting people to do your thing that you're happy with? If they want it, they know where to find it. You don't need to go door to door and sell it to them. If they want it, they'll come find you. And it's weird when I look at this stuff and I'm like, this makes up so much of our world now.
I heard a Jewish joke.
Yeah, go for it. I want to
sure?
know.
Hit us.
Dude, Joe, if we were ever sure of anything, it's you can always drop a Jew joke.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I heard it, and it's not my joke. And I probably will brutalize it, but I guess I'll give it a try. Okay.
I think the Joe Rogan name is perfect.
Yeah,
perfectly fitting right now.
I don't even know if I should do this.
You should. You definitely.
You got to pass, bro. We gave you a pass.
So two Jewish guys are walking down the street, and they walk by a Catholic church, and there's a sign that says like convert to be a Catholic and receive $400. So one of the guys, one of the Jewish guys, turns to the other Jewish guy and says, "I'm going to go do it." And so the one guy, Jewish guy, walks into the church. He's in there for a few hours. He ends up coming back out. He sees his friend. He's dressed in like a seersuckers. He's eating a ham sandwich. And his Jewish friend says, "Did you even get the $400?" And the guy puts down his ham sandwich. He goes, "You people."
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Or he just not like my joke.
I missed something.
He converted from being Jewish to a Catholic, and so then once he does and he's eating ham and all the other shit, he immediately looks at the Jew as like, you fucking people. Like,
did I not tell
Jews?
Okay,
No. The whole thing again.
No, Joe, you delivered it perfectly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you did good.
Fuck, I fucked up. You'll have to tell me again after.
Yeah, but anyway, what the fuck were we going? We were going somewhere, right?
It was circling back to what your childhood was like in the conversation we were having about parents, and it's just one of those things that makes me dislike them a bit, and it makes me happy that like Hudah tickles myself, like got to at least get it together enough to have families and not be in prison.
And you guys are all close now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we were I feel like we've always been close. Like I don't feel like there was ever a time where like
I thought Hudah hated you for a while. At least that's what he would tell me.
I think maybe I don't know. Did you ever hate me for a while?
No.
Yeah. Maybe. It's possible. But no, he's been a good brother.
I said that I listened to the Bernie Sanders, Lex Friedman show, which was really great, actually. But I also listened to Vlad TV, and he had who's the Jewish Jamaican rapper guy?
Mattis Yahoo.
Mattis Yahoo? He's awesome.
Yeah. And he was telling his story about how he converted to like not converted, but he became like acidic for a while and yada yada yada, which was an interesting.
I liked him better when he did like the whole shtick, you know. Yeah.
That's kind of why he became so popular. But that song "One Day" I love that shit. That's a really good song.
Yeah.
Our Jewish brother. He's our Jewish bro.
All right. Well, boys, it's been an hour and 8 minutes.
Shit, I didn't even look.
Friday.
Yeah. Let me throw up a couple other quick stories, like super quick. Looks like Cool Cats have a collab partnership with Ghost in the Shell. Some traits and something in there. It's interesting. Udi tweeted something about Gizmo. I like that. Gizmo fucks. It is what it is. I dig it. Predictions for Bitcoin to hit 73K in about a week and a half here from Standard Charter. I dig it. And I'll end on this one. There's an auction at Sotheby's. This is not an NFT. What is this? Like some modern art thing, performance art kind of thing, a banana duct taped to a wall, and it'll just rot away. This guy who works at Sotheby's, who is he? A VP, head of digital art and contemporary art specialist. This comes out. He launches a pump fund token called Banana. I don't know how high it goes, but he dumps a whole bunch of tokens, deletes the tweets. Pretty fucked up. So now people are tagging Sotheby's and being like, your guy here just rugged up. So, wow. That guy probably won't have a job here shortly. I'm just assuming, unless his account got hacked. So we'll see. But I think it was real. Anyway, there it is. There's the update. I got to hear the joke again, by the way. But
I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right. Anything fucking no, that's it. Guys, have a great fucking weekend. A fantastic fucking weekend. Thank you for hanging with us all week long too, by the way. I will be live tomorrow and Sunday over on Inside NFTs at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time. So catch me there. We'll just kind of catch up on anything, everything, shoot the shit, hang out, whatever.
We're slowly becoming the most Jewish themed show in all of Web3, which is
real.
Great. Yeah.
For real. So in the Jews.
There you go.
You know? Guys, have a great fucking weekend. We will see ya. Peace. We're the non-fungible EX, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just falling to zero. It's our everyday. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, we'll celebrate. We're the zero holders, so after we say, zero holders are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. Non-fungible is the live in the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free. Man, I'm in the mood for some good alien shit.
Yeah.
Like a hearing or a just some good new alien shit. I'm hungry for it. I'm starting to get cooled off on Ashton Forbes. That's why I think.
Yeah, I was hearing something about, I forget what it was, but there was something. I was watching something and they were talking about lithium again. You know how you were saying like all these airplanes get hijacked and they're like the one common themes, they were like having lithium or whatever, like there's transporting lithium. And they're like, yeah, saying something to the effect of like another thing that the U.S. government has been like trying to like hijack these. And they were like, if the U.S. government's so like powerful and they want lithium so bad, they could just take over all these companies. You know what I mean? Like it's not hard for them to get lithium. It just seems ridiculous.
That's why they directed a hurricane at North Carolina.
Yeah. I'm going to go, guys, just because I want to get on the road.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm happy that you're going to leave, actually.
Yeah. No, Henry, fun show, though. That was fun.
Henry, hold on. Before you go, can I ask you a question?
No.
I need you. I need you because I can't. Hudah wants to know something, and I can't be the one that's telling him because I was going through this in my head, and I was like, there's no way I can explain this to him.
What is it?
You got a second?
I'm going to give you like 20 seconds. And if you say it, I'm staying. And if you don't, I'm leaving.
Actually, you know what? You can go because Hudah doesn't seem like Hudah cares anymore. So it doesn't really matter. But have a good weekend. And have a good weekend. I hope that the Bills, are the Bills playing this weekend?
Yeah, playing the Seahawks.
Ooh, that's a tough game.
It should be like should be prime time. No, it's a four something game. Game of the week. It's game of the week. I think
Tua's back. I think Tua's going to be back this week too.
Tua is back this week.
Tua's back. He said, "Fuck the concussions."
You guys had a bye week this week, right? This past week?
Yeah, we did. It was a bummer. I hate the fucking bye.
Who are you playing this week?
Who are we playing? Is it the Cardinals? It could be the Cardinals.
Ooh, they gave us some hell the first game. We beat them though. Let's see.
Yeah, fucking they got Ty and they got fucking Marvin. I don't know if that's true though. Or not.
No, they're playing the Commanders.
Are we playing the Commanders?
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna go up against Mr. Daniels there. Should be fun. No, that should be fun, man. That's actually is that like the primetime game?
No way. The Dolphins Commanders a primetime game? No way.
No. Bears. Oh, you're not a Bears fan. You're a Dolphins fan.
No, I'm a Dolphins fan, dude.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
I know you had the Dolphins hat. I didn't realize that was your team.
And I said Tua, so I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just thought you were like saying that as like NFL news, not. Yeah. Oh, dude.
I can't believe Joe suckered you into staying, by the way.
We're division rivals, bro. I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that the Dolphins and that was my team? Don't you remember?
Yes.
Dude, don't you remember?
I do, but I didn't realize that was your team. I thought you had the hat. Like I always thought you were a Bears fan.
Can't do that, dude. I'm not a Bears fan. Although
you guys are playing the Cardinals. Yeah.
Equally as sad to be a Dolphins fan than it is to be a Bears fan.
Tough year. I like Tua. I like Tua. I think he seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be playing in the NFL anymore, but
cool. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. You guys
All right. Bye, guys.
Actually, Hudah, are you gonna be? Are we now in a place where we can end the show and then we can, like, it's been like you can't end the show until we're
you know what's funny? I think we used to play the end show thing like we forgot to end it. Now it's just so fucking obvious it's not that.
Right.
I miss the old days.
I know.
I miss when it worked. People would DM me. Dude, people would DM me and be like, dude, you're still live. Bro, you're still live.
You don't say anything stupid. Can you end the show? But we're still here or no?
You don't want to do the Jew joke live?
No.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, the joke is Jew